The fellowship offering. If your offering is a fellowship offering, and you offer an animal from the herd, whether male or female, you are to present before the Lord an animal without defect. You are to lay your hands on the head of your offering and slaughter it at the entrance to the tent meeting. Then Aaron's sons, the priest, shall splash the blood against the side of the altar. From the fellowship offering you are to bring a food offering to the Lord, the internal organs and all the fat that is connected to them, both kidneys with the fat on them near the organs, and the wrong lobe of the liver, which you will remove with the kidneys. Then Aaron's sons are to burn it on the altar on top the burnt offering that is lying on the burning wood. It is a food offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. If you offer an animal from the flocks as a fellowship offering to the Lord, you are to offer male or female without defect. If you offer a lamb, you are to present it before the Lord. Lay your hands on its head and slaughter it in front of the tent of meeting. Then Aaron's son shall splash its blood against the side of the altar. From the fellowship offering you are to bring a food offering to the Lord. Its fat, the entire fat tail cut off close to the backbone, the internal organs, and all the fat that is connected to them, both kidney with the fat on them near the loins, and the wrong lobe of the liver, which you will remove with the kidney. The priest shall burn them on the altar as a food offering presented to Lord. If your offering is a goat, you are to present it before the Lord. Lay your hands on its head and slaughter it in front of the tent meeting. Then Aaron's sons shall splash its blood against the side of the altar. From what you offer, you are to present this food offering to the Lord, the internal organs, and all the fat that is connected to them, both kidney with the fat on them near the loins, and the wrong lobe of the liver, which you will remove with the kidneys. The priest shall burn them on the altar as a food offering, a pleasing aroma, or the fat is the Lord's. This is a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. Whatever you live, you must not eat any fat or any blood. The sin offering. The Lord said to Moses, "Say to the Israelites, when anyone sins unintentionally and does what is forbidden is any of the Lord's commands. If the anointed priest does sins, bringing guilt on the people, he must bring to the Lord a young bull without defect as a sin offering for the sin he has committed. He is to present the bull at the entrance to the tent. If any members of the community sins unintentionally and does what is forbidden in any of the Lord's commands, when they realize their guilt and the sin they have committed becomes known, they must bring as their offering for the sin they committed female goat without defect. They are to lay their hands on the head of the sin offering and sprinkle it in the place of the burnt offering. Then the priest is to take some of the blood with his finger and put in on the horn of the altar and burnt offering, and pour out the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. They shall remove all the fat, just as the fat is removed from the fellowship offering, and the priest shall burn it on the altar as an aroma pleasing to the Lord. In this way the priest will make atonement for them, and they will be forgiven. If someone brings a ram as their sin offering, they are to bring the female without defect. They are to lay their hands on its head and slaughter it for sin offering at the place where the burnt offering is slaughtered. Then the priest shall take some of the blood of the sin offering with his finger and put in on the horn of the altar of burnt offering, and pour out the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. They shall remove all the fat, just as the fat is removed from the lamb of the fellowship offering. And the priest shall burn it on the altar on top of the food offerings presented to the Lord. In this way, the priest will make atonement for them for the sin they have committed, and they will be forgiven. If anyone sins because they do not speak up when they hear a public charge to testify regarding something they have seen or learned about, they will be held responsible. If anyone becomes aware that they are guilty, if you unwittingly touch anything ceremonial unclean, whether the carcass of the unclean animal, wild or domestic, or of any unclean creature that move along the ground, and they are unaware that they have become unclean, but then they come to realize their guilt, or if they touch human uncleanness, anything that would make them unclean, even though they are unaware of it, but then they learn of it and realize their guilt, or if anyone through carelessly take on us to do anything, whether good or evil, in any matter one might carelessly swear about, even though they are unaware of it. But then they run over it and realize their guilt. When anyone becomes aware that they are guilty in any of these matters, they must confess in what way they have sinned as a penalty of the sin they have committed. They must bring to the Lord a female ram or goat from the flock as a sin offering, and the priest shall make atonement for them for their sin. Anyone who cannot afford a ram is to bring 2 doves or 2 young pigeons to the Lord as a penalty for the sin. One for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. They are to bring them to the priest, who shall first offer the one for the sin offering. He is to writing its head from its neck, not dividing it completely, and is to splash some of the blood of the sin offering against the side of the altar. The rest of the blood must be drained out at the base of the altar. It is a sin offering. The priest shall then offer the other as a burnt offering in the prescribed way and make atonement for them for the sin they have committed, and they will be forgiven. If, however, they cannot afford 2 doves or 2 young pigeons, they are to bring as an offering for their sin a tenth of an ephah of the finest flour for the sin offering. They must not put olive oil on or incense on it, because it is a sin offering. They are to bring it to the priest, who shall take a handful of it as a memorial portion and burn it on the altar on the top of the food offering presented to the Lord. It is a sin offering. In this way, the priest will make atonement for them for any of these sins and they have committed, and they will be forgiven. The rest of the offering will belong to the priest. As in the case of the grain offering, the guilt offering. The Lord said to Moses, when anyone is unfaithful to the Lord by sinning unintentionally or in regard to any of the Lord's holy things, they are to bring to the Lord as a penalty the lamb from the flock, one without defect and of the proper value in silver, according to the sanctuary shekel. It is guilt offering. They must make restitution for what they have failed to the Lord to do in regard to the holy things, pay an additional penalty of a fifth of the value and give it all to the priest. The priest will make atonement for them with the ram as a guilt offering, and they will be forgiven. If anyone sins and does what is forbidden in any of the Lord's commands, and though they do not know it, they are guilty and will be held responsible. They are to bring to the priest as a guilt offering a ram from the flock, one without defects and of the proper value. In this way, the priest will make atonement for them for the wrong they have committed unintentionally, and they will be forgiven. It is a guilt offering. They have been guilty of wrongdoing against the Lord.